Welcome to Manifested Publishers.
Hello learners, my name is Stephen Kariungi. Welcome to today's lesson. We continue with our topic in Biology Form 3, reproduction in plants and animals. Today, we are going to look at mitosis as one of the types of cell division. Last lesson, we studied that mitosis is made of 5 stages. We saw interphase, prophase, metaphase, anaphase, and finally telophase. So today, we are going to look at the activities that take place in each of those stages. It is a requirement that a student understands what are the activities that take place in each of the stages of mitosis to bring about cell division. So we are discussing mitosis, and basically we are looking at the stages involved. And the first stage is the interphase. We want to find out what happens at interphase. The interphase is sometimes referred to as a resting phase. What does it mean by a resting phase? It means that there is no division that is taking place here, but what actually happens is that the cell is being prepared. The cell is being prepared for division. So we are saying that here the cell is being prepared for cell division or for division. The activities that take place are one of the things that happen during interphase is the duplication of genetic material. The genetic material needs to be duplicated to ensure that there is enough for each daughter cell when the daughter cells will be formed. Remember, we said that the daughter cells should have the same genetic material as the parent. So if the chromosomes in the parent are 8, even the daughter cells should have 8 each. So for that to happen, the genetic material must first of all be duplicated to ensure that it is enough for each daughter cell. So the first activity that happens is the duplication of the genetic material to ensure that it is enough for each daughter cell. Now, the second activity that happen during interphase is the formation of new cell organelles. We need to form new cell organelles so that again, when the daughter cells are formed, they will have an equal number of organelles as what was in the parent cell. Organelles such as mitochondria, the Golgi apparatus, they need to be formed anew so that there is enough also for the daughter cells. So we have formation of new cell organelles, cell structures, e.g. mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, etc. The third activity that should take place at interphase is the building up of the energy stores. The building up of energy stores in form of ATP, adenosine triphosphate. We need to have the building up of the energy stores so that that energy is sufficient to drive the cell through all the 5 stages of cell division. So the other activity is the building up of energy stores to drive the cell through the entire process. Of cell division. And this energy is in form of adenosine triphosphate, what is abbreviated as ATP in capital letters. So ATP should be written in capital letters, and it means adenosine triphosphate. Now, so those are the 3 activities that happen during interphase. The next stage of mitosis that we shall look at is prophase. But before that, let us ask ourselves, how would a cell look like when it is at interphase? We can have a simplified diagram to show this. So assuming that I have a cell, there is the nucleus. Inside the nucleus, we have what we call the chromatin material, not organized in any particular manner, just some strands, and there is also the nucleolus. So basically what you are saying, we have the cell membrane, and this is the nuclear membrane. We have the nucleolus. The fibers that are inside there, we refer to them as the chromatin material. And then on either side, on one side of the nuclear membrane, we have what we call the centrioles. So we have one is a centriole. So we have the centrioles there. So basically, we can say that this is a cell at interphase. Basically, we are saying that division has not actually started, or cell division has not started at this point. So it's a normal cell, showing the normal parts of the cell, the nucleus, the nucleolus, the nuclear membrane, the cell membrane, the cytoplasm, and basically that. Now, the next stage, we are going to look at prophase. Which is the second stage. And that is where actually the cell division starts. But before the cell division happens, we have a number of activities that happen here. And the first activity is that you can see at interphase the centrioles are on one side. So the centrioles migrate to the opposite poles, so that some of the centrioles go to this side of the nucleus and the others remain on the other side. And when those centrioles migrate to the opposite poles, they start forming the spindle fibers. They start forming some fibers that are referred to as the spindle fibers. In Form 1, you learned that one of the functions of the centrioles is the formation of spindle fibers during cell division. So now we are there. So they migrate to the opposite poles and start forming the spindle fibers. The other thing that happens is that the nuclear membrane starts to disappear. It starts to disintegrate. So you'll start seeing it disintegrating, and then the nucleolus disappears. The nucleolus disappears. All those are activities that happen at prophase. And another very important activity is that it is at this point whereby the chromosomes, they shorten, thicken, and we start seeing them now. It's at this point that we start seeing the chromatin material as chromosomes. Chromosomes that are made of a pair of chromatids. We shall illustrate that in the diagram. So it is at the stage, it is at prophase where we start seeing the chromosomes as a pair of chromatids. So we are saying that the activities that take place include: 1, we have mentioned that the centrioles move to opposite poles of the nucleus, and start forming spindle fibers. Number 2, another activity that happen is that the nuclear membrane start to disappear. We will later see why it needs to disappear. And nucleolus disappears. So the nucleolus also will disappear. And then number 3, which I have said is the most important factor, is that chromosomes shorten and thicken. They become shorter and thicker, and that is what makes them to be visible. Hence, become visible when stained. An addition to this point, is that this is the stage where chromosomes are seen as a pair of chromatids. So it's at this point whereby we start seeing the chromosomes as a pair of chromatids, and we shall have a diagram to illustrate this. So you can see the nucleus, the nuclear membrane has started to disappear. The centrioles have moved to the opposite poles, and they have started forming the spindle fibers. as shown. Then, of course, inside here, the chromosomes have thickened, shortened, and we start seeing them as a pair of chromatids. So I'll just isolate one of the chromosomes and draw it somewhere here. So the chromosome now will be visible like this. Made of a pair of chromatids. There is this and this. These are chromatid. And this is another one. And the two chromatids are joined together at the centromere. At the centromere. So basically what we are saying, this is how a chromosome looks like. So the stage at which we start seeing the chromosomes resembling this, so I have like isolated one here. So we have removed one and isolated it there. So it's at this point where the chromosomes start being seen as a pair of chromatids. So we have this chromatid and then we have the other one joined together at the centromere. So just to label the diagram here, this is a cell at prophase. Is at prophase. We have seen these are the centrioles. These are the spindle fibers that are being formed. Yeah. And then, of course, this is a chromosome, the one that we have isolated there. We can also see that the nuclear membrane is disappearing. And then we can also see that the nucleolus is no longer there. It has already disappeared. So we are going to stop there, having learned the two stages. We have learned the interphase, which is the first stage of cell division. 3 activities take place there. The first activity, we have seen the duplication of genetic material. Second activity, formation of new cell organelles. And the third activity, the building up of energy stores in form of ATP. Then we have had a diagram. Then we've gone to prophase. And we have seen that the activities that happen at prophase, the centrioles move to opposite poles of the nucleus and they start forming the spindle fibers. The nuclear membrane starts to disappear and the nucleolus disappears. And finally, the chromosomes shorten and thicken, hence become visible when stained. And this is the point where we start seeing the chromosomes being made of a pair of chromatids as shown in this diagram. So these are chromosomes made of a pair of chromatids joined at the centromere. So we are going to stop there and have an assignment on what we have learned. So the assignment, the first question, name the 3 activities that happen at interphase during mitosis. What activities take place at interphase? Number 2, what is the function of centrioles during cell division? Specifically during cell division. And lastly, number 3, name the stage of mitosis where chromosomes are observed as a pair of chromatids. So we'll stop there. Until next time, goodbye.